Jada is a legend.
Whatever that they're doing outside, chopping outside, boss sweetie, do you?
August Alsina ke go jahela ba didimala.
William to the last, yeah.
Hello guys, welcome to Third Opinion. Nakibudia Laone, and this is the third episode, I guess. It's the Gilly but thank you for coming back.
Nakibita Mr. Austin, the guy with the soprano.
The only... Am I a rose among thorns, guys?
What do we sound?
What do you call it? I have friends that are always on some don't identify.
I don't identify.
So my name is
People are
Shaz,
sensitive
and welcome
these
back
days.
to Third Opinion.
So Shaz, what are we gonna talk about?
Hey, guys. People have come to make excuses to have extra partners. Like we've been seeing with the trend, I had Jada and Will, there's open relationships. And I've been stressing people should consider polygamy. Like, guys, let's share. I mean, I'm 33 and I'm single. Let me talk, you know what I mean? Awesome. So what do you think about polygamy, sweetie?
Well, when it comes to polygamy, not that when it comes to people's relationships, and how they do stuff, and if people believe in polygamy, they can do polygamy. I think, like, focus on like one. But if it happens in the future, I'm not ruling it out. So I'm not ruling it out. So
Okay, that's great though.
If it happens, it shall happen. I don't know what Laune thinks.
First of all, there's a difference between polygamy and polyamory. The difference being in polygamy, like only one sex or one gender has the options. Like but polyamory, but polyamory, both partners have the option to have other partners, and it's not limited to the gender or. Will and Jada. I like as an idea. I like.
Look at how Jada and Will have that. What do you say? Poly.
You know that
polyandry.
But they call it a life partnership.
And now look at how broken he is, because this is a man's ego thing, and he's losing it.
But that's...
Or am I reading too much into things, guys?
Okay, I'll take this. I don't really think in that situation Will is broken, because Will was also doing the shande outside. All these rumors that came. There was a rumor now with some, is it Russian model?
With a
also
model,
Liza in the picture. So I think now maybe the ego, like you said, he's a man, and he has to dish out the debt in front of the whole world, So I think but he's also not innocent.
But remember, it's in the society that we live in, it's okay for a man to I'll use the word cheat.
No.
It's okay for a man to cheat, but then should a woman cheat, then it's like that ego just...
No, but also, in fairness also, like I was watching the interview, the Red Table.
The Red Table talk thing.
Will and Jada together. And by their own admission, they were on separation, I think, when this happened. So they separated. Even
and Will did say he was done with her hair.
I think this is where the problem is. So August Alsina No, but you needed to tell guys, I managed to find a happy marriage that I settled in. But I think also this, but good, like Naya Will like when I was watching it, like Will honestly looks so broken. He looks like he's been crying non-stop for weeks.
Yes.
But in the same
yes.
respect, I think the thing is, I think the idea kana ya gore e be le kgona gore le buisane and decide, can we just, take a break from each other? And then whatever happened there, and then they eventually got back together. I admire that part, that they're able to keep like such honest and very open communication between them.
Yeah.
I think part of the problem
And
right
hopefully
now,
it's not just an act.
and I think part of the problem right now, what was agreed upon and done, in private and separately, has now come out.
Exactly.
Which
That's
is
why
one part of the problem.
Which I think that's why Will looks that way, because now his dirty laundry is there. He might have been crying for since August Alsina shit. Now ke face the whole world. So how do we August Jada now? Let's talk about the age difference. Like these women who date younger. What is your take on that? Sharon, what's your take on that?
Are you sure you want my opinion?
I want your opinion,
But
girl.
do you know
Sharon,
what?
ha na opinion, o jwala le bana ba bannye.
I've tried, sweetie, but what I got to learn is are we younger, are we older? Apparently it's still the same, but I still go for
50
nothing
plus.
less than 10 years older than me. You have to be old.
I don't know. Now you go next. Now I think for Nalina, like I've always looked for someone older than me, but I have also dated younger. But when I go out looking for a partner, I don't go out looking for someone younger.
Exactly.
I'm looking for someone older. But when somebody younger comes in and we click, we do, like we can get it on. But I'm not really that looking for someone younger.
I found somebody younger, 3 years younger than me, but to some point, I zoned out once he told me the age.
Nah, I don't know.
No, man.
Good reading alo, yeah, age
I can't.
I think.
Hey, like about the salt and pepper guys.
Okay, I think once again, I'm one of those things. Because people I like older, but my dating history says otherwise. But also, I think there's
Daddy.
But also, I think, in addition to Kanya, the age difference, I think there's like when the difference is too big. When the age difference is too big, Jada, it just comes off very predatory. It's very predatory kanya thing, and now like moholo mo ngwaneng. But honestly, not for me.
But if he's legal,
that's the other thing.
It is legal. It's legal, but then again, now Jada looks like Jada was a mother, and then this one and I received the motherly love.
and then he took advantage.
The other thing is also understanding the dynamics of how did this even start, because when I watched the show that they did, Jada
she was saying she's
the healer, and this guy came to her as one of the people.
I saw your tweet.
First of all, I don't understand what Jada Malating she's a therapist.
Did you change her profession?
But that's neither here nor there. Because this person we look as seeking this healing that she says she's giving, and then when you start dating your therapist or you start dating your doctor, already the relationship from the onset there's an imbalance. You
you can fall for your therapist because you believe this is one person that
and that's problematic.
You and your emotions.
That's problematic. As the Stockholm syndrome.
I don't know. What is it called?
I know it has a name. It's a syndrome.
Your terminology.
It's a syndrome.
But I think in this case also Jada was so wrong. As much as Khungela and she was somehow healing from whatever that was going on with the husband, and Le Alsina was also going through the most, and Jada, okay, this I'm basing it on age, as an older person, you're expected you can handle things and look at things differently.
Be
because of the
mature.
experiences that you have
Hey,
had
the
in
emotion had
your
none
life.
of our
No, I'm giving a scenario. You've gone through the most than the other
Hey.
younger person.
Yeah, more experience.
More experience. At this point in time, I don't want to lie. Utseri, I would want to say, like, a mistake. This is a huge mistake for falling for someone, especially knowing that they're not stable. But talking healing,
I don't
like she says.
Hey, how can I mistake you are falling?
But okay,
So,
another problem here.
Okay, go ahead.
Another thing is also relationship here. I think we also need to talk about toxicity in with relationship. And I know people keep bringing this up. I hate to admit it, but I know this is why I actually had stopped watching the show in the beginning. Was there's a lot of toxic energy thing. Like, and that's what I saw.
Oh, you stopped watching which show?
The
The
Red Table. And then Nikili Will and Jada Hababuya in the one that they just did. Like, she at no point really just says, like, she keeps she keeps deflecting the blame. Are the way in an entanglement.
Entanglement.
Jada. Entanglement.
What happened? And then she came back. Entanglement.
And he asked for it. What do you mean by an entanglement?
To move away from
In a relationship.
In a relationship.
Why don't you just own up to it? I went and I got into a relationship because it is what it is. But to call it an entanglement. Good, I feel for August Alsina from the outside. Good, other than hot button but and a beitana get the high five. Hella to trivialize the relationship to the point to trivialize it to the point thing it's an entanglement. Or something. Entanglement.
Let's remember this also. There have always been rumors that in an open relationship.
Marriage.
So I want to understand what are the logistics to an open relationship? Is an open relationship anything similar to polygamy? I grew up in a family, polygamy. From my grandparents' side, not my parents.
Oh, okay.
And then I also went into a religion that encourages polygamy. They encourage polygamy looking at the fact that 33 no child, no boyfriend, no
Dololo.
husband, no potential.
Nada.
And another marriage, happy marriage, that probably does not have a child, or that elderly and
They're talking
and so without only
Robertsons.
steak and chops. But no, without only guys, I'm trying to explain, guys. Like,
go ahead.
Without only you're not the side chick. You're helping, and they're also helping you. It's
it's more like, but they're looking for someone who like gave up. And
I'm 33 right now, and I'm not in a relationship. And currently the equation between Banna and Basaji. Guys.
Well, I've never been in an open relationship, but I've met people in open relationship. I have had situationships with people in open relationships. But I don't know the dynamics of how things work. I think it's a different thing based on the relationship. Some people when it's how we are together. Like Will and Jada in a life partnership. I think they're at a point where they're like, you know what, we feel good together emotionally. God, even in the dialogue.
Why did you just call it a what relationship?
An
They
open
call it a
relationship.
life partnership.
Oh, a life
A
partnership.
life, a life partnership.
A life partnership.
Not being in an open relationship.
But in an open relationship, do you tell your life partner?
Okay,
"But I have
not my
someone-
experience.
Ke bone swinging yana."
La discuss.
Not in
It's
my
either
experience.
somebody does and then they share, or bang, you know what, do whatever that you're gonna do. But I think the dynamics changes as time goes on. Like Lala, maybe he experienced it. Go.
Not my, I think in my experience, hey, and I always say this now. I think this was accent
Yeah, right.
Don't knock it till you try it, swearing.
You're still young.
When I was younger. Young girl. So, like, the way I experienced it was, Sharon relationship. We will have the conversation swear if you like ABCD that you're not meeting, that I'm not meeting, relationship, and these things think about the outside. And everything is very open that way, where now in that instance, Kitlile as the recruit. And I was perfectly fine with being, I was actually not even a third, I was like the fourth person in.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Never bring your own. Never bring your own.
WhatsApp, 100 pula WhatsApp, find recruits.
This is supposed to be a safe space, guys.
That's like gifting, WhatsApp gifting thing. Sorry, Salah, go on.
Relationship.
Number 4. Anyways, go on.
I mean, it sounds like it's a lot, but nearly 4. But it seemed like they existed separately because near Hakanale my person, Neil and my person, but near has or Bikito or Hayo Wheelie Koho, the Osband. And then Osband Lene has
polygamy boo.
Like not polygamy, like it was very polyamorous because it.
No, like it's almost the same thing.
Like that's what I'm gonna give you. Like I think every other open relationship, that own dynamics.
Entanglement.
Like,
yeah. Only that polygamy they actually go the legal route and get married.
Yes. But everything is in the vicinity.
There's a movie I watched on Netflix. Yeah. I can't remember, for the life of me, I can't remember the name of the movie. But it's a relationship, but and they met at a club. It's just going to be a one night stand thing. And then it then developed into a relationship. But then later, the girl then said the guy can start flirting with other girls, and she'll also flirt.
Oh, okay.
Guy and his ego, he gets jealous. But then Wanyana then moves on to she wants to now sleep with these people instead of just flirting with them. But and then when she comes back, the guy asks questions. What happened? What happened? What did you guys do? To what level? Did you enjoy it? Like,
how did you enjoy it?
I think the guys like
they can't.
I think guys.
Yes.
I think guys, like we get. That's why not that at this point. If I am to go into a relationship, at least there's this throuple, which we'll talk about it some other time. And 3 people are in a relationship. The 3 of us in a relationship, not like in an open relationship. Okay,
but then this is my question. When you are in a throuple like that, what happens if one out of the 3 parties is not happy and wants to leave?
They can leave.
You dismember the entire thing. Do you dismember the entire thing?
Maybe the time we ended up getting into a throuple. We tell about in a throuple before. They were just in a monogam. Hey, so what's that made? Mono relo, and then everyone we like that person. Yes, it's a made. we like that person, and then we bring the person into a relationship. How you are back together, or if maybe it's one of the originals leaves.
Not the originals.
Your son's at Leo, and then guys, this is a conversation for another day. We need
no wait before it moves to another day. So a throuple is
3 people in a relationship.
One homosexual relationship combined with a heterosexual
it's not.
It doesn't have labels.
It doesn't matter about the sexuality. It can be. It can be 3 bisexuals together. It can be 1 bisexual and 2 heteros. It can be 3 homos.
I have seen some guy and he's
it can be a threesome.
Yeah, 3 adults. Look, guys,
3 adults.
Guys, this is a topic on its own. But in closing, what is your take on the situation of Will and Jada? Let's just close this. And what's your opinion? What's your view and your opinion, Lala?
Hey, Lang. I can't the opinion with relationship in Sabathalite, but I feel like Jada is toxic as fuck. That's my biggest problem. I feel like she's healing people, but I worry that she does a lot of damage and then she just walks away on some, oh well, it happened. I'm tangled.
Shares. Sharon.
But Lala has a form of toxicity. Me as well. But my take on the whole issue. My take on the whole issue, number 1, Jada is a legend. And she represented just like Timmy, guys. Jada goes to show we're all human.
Wamandala.
She goes to show we're all human. We have feelings. If you're in an agreement, like Lala was saying, guys, that relationship is about unfortunately for them, they put it out there for us to come and discuss and give our opinions. But hey, abayitire monogamy hating polygamy la ga wine ba bitsa batho ba bone ba kopane go ne legally ba se mo go tse ding and they're hurting the kids. They should also remember the kids.
Thank you.
Baba
and
that's the reason why that's saying
like Willow is also like bi. She can't not bi. I think something to do with mind or something.
You mean Jada?
Anyway,
Jada,
Willow.
Give us your opinion. I want to hear Austin's opinion.
No, my opinion about this couple is that what they did, I admire the fact that they came to the table and talked about it. Laone figured about toxic at Jada toxic, but whatever that they're having relationship, I think because they're in the public eye, for them. But now I love them as a couple. Whatever that they're doing outside, chopping outside, sweetie, do you because. Communication is good because people in marriages even people are doing deals. They say siamang because but they more heating and these 2 agreed yay. So that's it. So that's my take on it.
Do you?
Okay, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed what we talked about. We just wrapped up. And anything that you want to say, guys, before I close?
But you see also why.
Okay, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the conversation that we had with you. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. That Opinion BW. We are on Twitter, we are on Instagram. Subscribe, comment, and listen. We want to give thanks to this person who commented and gave us an idea of how we can work on our show. We really appreciate you. I hope you can see the difference. Other than that, thank you so much and bye.
Bye, guys.
We done put the last ones out. Yeah. I been getting a lot of coast lately. Oh, these niggas act they like they know me. Heard them boys wanna book